Hello, my name is Hannah, and today we are building an apartment in San Myshuno. Now, you'll see when I start this apartment, I really didn't know what I was going for. I was going for more like a normal, kind of regular apartment. That's kind of just basic styled. But then you'll see after I put the wood floor down, which is like a brown, kind of chunky wood floor, which I do keep, and then also some the normal base game doors that everyone uses. Those, after I put those down, I started putting the kitchen down, and then I was putting down more modern black and white kind of cabinets. And so I kind of switched the entire apartment layout, and not layout, the whole style, to be more of a modern kind of black and white thing. And I think that's pretty cool, because I think I've used that kind of style in this apartment before. It's kind of a smaller apartment, so it kind of does well with kind of bold styles, because a big apartment that's entirely black and white is kind of gonna get boring, but if you have kind of a smaller apartment, you can do that much easier. And so I did that with that one. Also, I really like the layout of the kitchen. You can see it right now. That's the layout that I stick with, just not the same cabinets. I did change those, but I had the cabinets on the wall in that entryway area, and then I put an island on the other side of the door, so then you can sit on that island with the chairs that I'll put there. And I think that was pretty cool. I definitely probably have done something similar, but I thought it was fun to have the entryway into the kitchen. You walk in, you gotta walk through the kitchen to get to the living room area, and so that was fun. Also, with the walls, I usually will use the very cheap white one that comes, the very colorful one that has 3 different options on there. I'll usually use the white that comes with that, but this time I used the white that has just the border at the bottom. I think it's expensive. Well, not more expensive than the $2 one or the 2 simoleon one. So I used a bit of a more expensive one, but it really doesn't matter because it's a really small apartment, and so it's not even that expensive, I would say. I don't know how much it is because I don't check. It's not really that important for me unless I'm doing a budget house, to know what the exact price of the house is. So I'd say the apartment's probably $40,000 at most, around that budget. So it's not horribly expensive, but it is an apartment, so $40,000 is a bit for an apartment, but it is fully furnished, and I did use some expensive appliances. You'll see that I think that the fridge is the $3,000 one, so it does have a bit of expensive appliances. And I think I put a flat screen TV in the living room and a computer, so it's nothing's very cheap. It's just a bunch of stuff, and that's just kind of how the style works. A lot of the black and white modern kind of stuff is more on the more expensive side, which is fine, because if you wanted to use anything, the more normal basic stuff is cheaper, so that's something you could do. So I had a lot of fun doing this apartment, as I usually do. I also liked the kids room. I had a lot of fun with that one. I thought it was cool. I've done that, the style for that kids room many times before, but I used the tiny living bed because I really like one of the swatches on there, and it's blue and yellow. I like that swatch. It looks like something I would choose for a bed, so I thought that was fun. And I did a style around there, and I use a bright yellow chair for their desk, so it's really fun. But I guess that is it for the build, so we're going to move on to today's topic. So today we're going to talk about some issues that I've had with YouTube. It's the singular issue because I don't think I'm going to get to more than one issue, but the biggest issue that I've ever had while doing YouTube videos is not even that big of a deal. But when I tried to do shorts, if you've been watching since probably March, when I first tried doing that, I tried doing shorts. If you've ever seen or clicked on one of the shorts videos that I've done, you will immediately realize that I did it wrong. I don't know how to fix it, so I just have shorts. They're not actually shorts, they just happen to be under a minute, and with the hashtag shorts, because they're not shorts, because I think I did it wrong somehow. I don't know how. That's why all of them are like that. You can still see them, because I didn't really think it was that necessary to delete them, because they're wrong, but they're still YouTube videos that you can watch. They're just really short. But I don't know how to fix that. I honestly could not figure it out, and I downloaded a whole nother recording software for it, because I couldn't get it to work with the current one that I had. So I did a different one where it recorded differently, and I could export it differently, and I thought I had done it well, But then I did the first one and I was like, nope. And I kept like changing things. I did like 6 or 7 of them total before I was like, this is not working. This is not working at all. And so I just stopped and I was just like, this is not working. And so there's not really a point. So I just kept doing longer videos. And so, you know, I just kind of just left them there. And you can see them now, but they're just like 7-minute long videos that happen to be really awkwardly recorded. So it's very funny when you look at it, but it's definitely different. So I don't think I would do shorts again because one, they were very difficult, and also I've talked about this before, recording minute-long voiceovers is so difficult because I was like talking really quickly because I wanted like to get all of the stuff in, because I was like just doing the describing thing of the house or the like room, because I was doing like room builds because I wasn't doing anything that special. I think I did a toddler at one point, but the rest of the time I was just describing the build for a minute. And you'll see like today's video, I talked about the build for like 3.5 minutes, and typically I'll talk about the build for between 2 and 4 minutes in the video, which granted this is a whole apartment or like a house when I do stuff like that, and that was a room, but I would still talk about it, and like either it would be too long or it would be too short. Like I would stop at like 30 seconds of talking. I'm just like, I don't know what to do now. But I honestly don't know how to talk for that long because that's such a short amount of time. Like, I'm good for talking for like 9 minutes because that's how long these videos are, and I can just keep talking and I don't have to worry about a time limit because I can just make it as short or as long as I want. But with the shorts that I did, it was very difficult to keep on the like under the minute, because you had to keep it under a minute, I think, for the shorts. So I had it at like 45 seconds is how long I would do my shorts for, which is fine, but it was so difficult. But also, that was also around the time that I ended my shorts was also around the same time that I had issues with my editing program, because we all, I think I've talked about that before, but it had a bunch of issues and it like kicked me off and like stuff like that. I don't know. But then also the thing that I was using to make the thumbnails for that was also a part of like that program. So I just decided, was just like, no, this is fine, because I had like finally like figured out how to work Photoshop, and so I was using that to make the thumbnails, and so I was understanding like more so how to like cut things out and like make a background. If you'll see like some of the like later shorts like thumbnails, it looks much better than some of the other ones. So you'll see that, and it looked cool, but then I couldn't make those anymore because I don't have like I make thumbnails on Canva, and Canva's not that advanced if you don't have like a subscription. I don't even know if it's that advanced if you have like the subscription. So I just make fairly basic thumbnails. I'll just like put the like screenshot and then put some words over the title, which is, you know, exactly what this screenshot for this video is. But I was making more like advanced ones for the shorts because I, you know, could do that because they wouldn't take that long, because it takes like 3 hours to do videos that are like this long, but those shorts took me like half an hour at most, because they didn't export for that long. Like these videos export for an hour because of the new editing software that I had to get, but those ones, the shorts, could like export and like fully render and stuff in like 5 minutes, and my like longer videos could do in like 10 to 15 minutes. So it definitely took a lot shorter time, and so now I have hour-long exports. So I feel like shorts would take like probably between like 20 minutes for like a minute-long video. Like that's like kind of absurd. So it'd take like, yeah, I'd say like 10 to 15 minutes, not like 20, but like between that long to export. And that's just like also very inconvenient, because that is not necessary. Like I can just make a whole video in that time. And so I just kind of quit. I don't know, I think I've said this earlier in this video, but I don't think I would go back to making shorts, because they were just such an inconvenience, and they were just kind of annoying. And also building them is just, it's like a room build. Like I don't really need to. I could just make the entire apartment or an entire house and just do that instead of making the tiny room. Even though I did like some of the rooms that I did, I don't know if I have all of the rooms, because I don't remember if I saved any of them to the gallery. I think I have a couple saved in my library, but obviously they're a tiny room, so I could really do it very quickly if I wanted to like redo it. I have like rebuilt entire houses to make screenshots before, like especially earlier on. I've done that before, so like I could redo this like little room if I ever wanted to. But it's not like that extraordinary of a room to like fully rebuild. So, you know, that's fine. But that's about it. So that's what I was going to talk about, is just shorts and stuff. But it is almost screenshots time. Subscribe if you did like today's video. Maybe like it if you did. But as I said, it is almost screenshots time, so I post a video every day of the week, so you can watch another video tomorrow. Bye!